What's going on? Welcome to another Lord's Mobile video. I'm going to jump right in and I'm going to discuss two things in this video. One is a couple of packs, and two is going through those challenges. I'm almost out of time now, and I'll just show you very quickly that right here I've got 1 day left. So that really means a little over 24 hours. Once it gets under 24 hours, it'll actually give me a timer and a countdown. So I'm going to go through these, and you've already seen in my last video we completed stage 5, which is the first of the paid Witchdoll trials, the special limited challenge here. And I'm going to go through, I'm going to get all of my paid heroes done, and then I'm going to circle back through and I'm going to try and do my best to get through with all of the free heroes. I'm going to show you exactly how I do each, and we will go from there. So jumping right into the packs here. Dark Follower does give you two things. One, a research boost, and two, training speed that I love. I don't really care as much about the gold personally, especially as a paid player. I'm just going to end up with a lot of gold. Plus, I like to build up mainers. So for me, I'm just going to have a lot of gold on my hand. If you look at the extras here, you get a couple of various materials to build, whether it's for infantry or for siege or range or whatever it is that these build. Helldrider, Terror Chest, these are types of monsters that you can battle, and you can just do that for free anyway. You can gather for free. This just doesn't have a tremendous amount of value for me to purchase it in the beginning. So that's something that I'm going to skip over. Of course, if you feel like it, buy it. As I've discussed, I always get this little newbie 99-cent pack. It's $1, so that's something that I'm always going to jump on in the beginning here. If you're in the beginning stages of your particular account, I'd strongly recommend this pack. All right, and so that's donezo. And this one's World Domination, 300,000 player experience, another 25% player experience boost, a couple of those, a couple of Brave Hearts, a little bit of energy, speed up. Those are all okay things for $4.99. I don't think that I'm going to be purchasing something like that, though. It's not really worth the value of what you're purchasing for, unless you're really desperate to get your level up here. I have a couple of player experience things that I've built up and I haven't used yet, and I will use in the near future when I go over here and I get the player experience boost. Once I use this 2,500 gems, then I'm going to use those. I don't know if that really impacts those. I just like to do it all at once. And then on this, I've still got a bunch of turf quests that I've been saving up and building up. So when I jump up in my packs, then it's going to make it worth it. But when I jump up in my experience, when I'm doing all that, it'll make it worth it to do the 25% player experience boost. But in this case, I'm not really interested in that. That's something I can gain on my own without paying for it, unless you're really desperate to, jump up in those levels. For me, I'll just show you really quickly with my speed ups. I've got 687, 1,000, 1,000, 236, 529 of general speed ups, plus a bunch of research, plus some extras on the training, and I haven't even used those. I'm already at 1.6 million. I haven't even used my speed ups because I'm waiting for special hell events where the Watcher or the Chaos Dragon is down here, or they have those little red talent orbs, in which case then I'm going to also probably go for those. Not always, just depends on what the hell event is. Building hell events are really never worth it. So going quickly back into the packs. Lore Weaver, she's pretty cool. She's a healer, and so she'll keep your party healed pretty well. Plus, as you get her to gold, it becomes a really strong hero to have in battle, especially in combination with not Rose Knight, excuse me. Rose Knight is probably a good combination with her, but also with Prima Donna, so you can have multiple healers. But that's the same kind of detail as what was his name up here? Dark Follower. So Dark Follower, Lore Weaver, kind of the same deal when you're looking at the packs. You just get a few monster materials and a few resources, and what you're really paying for is the Lore Weaver herself. And so I skip over that one. And the Nocerus chest, this is the same deal for me. You're getting a focus on the Nocerus chest, which if you're building those types of materials right here, event equipment, you're building up the Nocerus, you can go down here and you can look and you can say, yeah, hey, I really want my army capacity higher. I want my construction speed to be faster. I want to gather resources faster. That's important to me. For me, it's just not. Travel speed is kind of cool, but I don't really have a lot in here that makes it worth it for me to go after that pack. I'd rather just slowly hunt the Noceruses and get those items built up on my own throughout the game. And I'm also going to target something different. So champion gear, to be specific, and that'll get me. Sometimes low grade champion gear is better than high grade basic material from monster hunting and stuff like that that you can get. So this pack, kind of more of the same. You're only getting a few speed ups of these, and I just, it's not for me. It's, you know, that's valuable to some people if you're really in a hurry and that $5 doesn't mean very much to you. Yeah, you can definitely make that purchase. Now, this one I've debated before, and I know that 40 of these big guys for that 20 is, you know, kind of hit or miss for me. I'm going to get a little construction speed boost. My cavalry ranged and infantry attack go up. That's kind of nice just to have right now while I'm waiting to build some of my other materials. And you also get 10 Brave Hearts. You get a bunch of speed ups, which is better than some of the other packs that I've seen. Cabinet Expander, I'll show you what that is just really quick. It's not amazing, but it's nice to have. If you go down here and you unlock, if you have any, you can unlock this, or you can even buy them for 1,000 gems, and it just makes room for you to build more materials. If you're going gangbusters and building a bunch of materials, going ham on it. With the rest of it, again, materials are materials, but you do get 2 million food times 85. So that's not just some materials, that's very significant materials, or I mean resources. And it might actually be worth it at that point in combination with the speed ups and the Brave Hearts and the big guy and the Sacred Broadsword. So I am going to make that purchase, and I think it's probably a worthy purchase. All right, so say okay, and then it gives you another option here for 70 for the $49.99. That's not something I'm going to be purchasing. I mean, it would have to be something really amazing, and the speed ups, meh, not really there. Brave Hearts don't go up much for double the price. And 6 million food, you get 55 of those instead of 2 million times 88. You get 6 million times 55. So this is going to equate to more, but not double as much. I don't think. I'd have to do the math, and I'm not going to sit here and do the math with you on screen. But that's just something for you to consider. I'm not going to jump on that one, and I'm not going to jump on this one either. This one has 25, 25. I bought 20 and 25 for $20, and this isn't double the price worth better. Now, one pack that I am going to show you that doesn't happen to be on screen because it doesn't come around very often in the game, and I saw it yesterday, but I didn't have time to record, so I bought the pack and I'm going to show you anyway. Right up here, let's see here. Oh wait, I saved it. So I have this pack. Is the Slayer pack. It's a monster hunting pack, and it makes a big difference in your gear when you're going out and doing hunting, which I will cover in probably in the next video. That way I can go over and actually open these up, because right now I haven't opened them up. They're just sitting there in my chest waiting for me, just like those other medals that I just bought. So I'm going to open those also one at a time. and see if there's any real difference. I'll do that in the next video. I'll open it all up and we'll talk about monster hunting. But on the packs, as far as this goes, the Slayer chest, now the first one was $4.99 and the second is $19.99. So you're spending $25 in total on both. 4 times 5 is 20. So this pack was 4 times as expensive, or this pack was 4 times as expensive as this pack. This was $5 and $20. And so if that's the case, then really I should be getting 4 times the materials, and 4 times 53 is 212, whereas I only got 180 here. So I got a lot less for my money in the end. It's probably better if you have the patience to buy the $4.99 pack repeatedly. Every time it comes up, just buy it. And that actually brings up a good point I'm gonna go over here in a second. But this Slayer chest is gonna give me one of these random items here, like a Hunter's Flame, which I also get down here. I get all those random items times 53. That way I can build up my hunting material, my hunting gear. And I'll also, when I talk about hunting in the next video, I'll cover that with you. But I just want to make the point that buying the more expensive pack, you get a $4.99 pack, and as soon as you purchase that, it turns into a $19.99 pack. And later in the game, it's going to turn into a $49.99 pack. And when you're paying more, you are getting the materials even faster than waiting it out and waiting for the next pack. But you're not getting your money's worth. So just something to be really aware of. Now, when I go into these packs, you're going to see this timer up here, 13 minutes and 5 seconds to get this before the timer runs out. Oh no, I'm going to miss my chance. Well, actually, no, you're going to see it tick down to 0, and then it's just going to reset and tick down to 0 and reset. They actually go by the day. For me, it's like 11 p.m. They have a system reset, and they'll reset all the monsters. These guys will run out. These dark nests, when they run out of time here in 5 hours and 7 minutes, there's going to be kind of like a whole system reset, and at that time is when you're going to see all these packs change into the next day's packs. The Hunter pack, that Slayer pack here in the beginning that I showed you that I had already purchased yesterday, only shows up like once every 4 days in the beginning, so I did buy both of those. But later in the game, it's going to show up every other day, and you're going to be able to purchase it a lot more. Another pack that you don't see here, for example, is the Kingdom Tycoon, which is over here. You can't see it now, but there's a little level that you'll be able to, another separate game that you'll be able to roll some dice, and that one shows up every other day. The Labyrinth that you can't see here now comes in a pack, and you get Holy Stars, and that appears every other day. So don't pay attention to the timer too much on these. It's really just kind of a sales tactic to make you think, oh my gosh, time is running out and I need to go and purchase those. I've had guys in the game that played for more than 200 days and didn't realize that it was just kind of a sales tactic. These go with the system reset. You'll find at some time during your day, and we all have different times of day across the world, but sometime during your day, you're just going to see all those packs reset, and that's what it's going to be for the whole day. Those are available to you until, in some cases, until you purchase them, and then they disappear until the next time they come around. So that's really how packs work. And now, with that being discussed, I am going to jump in and start working through these limited challenges. And how I'm going to do this is I'm going to work through each stage, and if I have to go through and repeat myself to get the challenge correct, then I'm just going to show you the stage that I didn't get correct. In other words, there's 3 rounds on challenge stage 6. So when I go in here and I fight, I'm just going to choose some people real quick. But when I go in here and I fight, we have round 1 of 3. And let's say this video I beat 2 of those rounds, but then I fail on the 3rd one. Then I'm going to jump forward and just show you how to defeat round 3 with which characters. If I switch characters, then I'll do the whole thing over again. But if I'm using the same characters and I fail just because I'm not paying attention to something because I'm talking too much while I do it, then I'm just going to keep those same characters, make it to round 3, cut to that point in the video and show you how I won that third round. So stick with me, and we will get through these all of these rounds paid first, and then with the free second. Now for this particular challenge, I'm not going to have this lightning bolt on. I want to control these guys. While these guys are back here, these guys heal, as I might have mentioned in the past. And you really want to take care of them first, or at least them make sure they're thinking about healing someone else. Stunners are nice because they stun these guys and they don't have time to heal these front guys. And now that these front guys are dead, I'm just going to let these guys die and save up my special before I move on. So here's round 2. We got more healers, and I'm just going to stun first straight out the gate. And then I might even just keep them stunned, or just depends on these front guys. If they're dying quickly, I don't really need to keep them stunned. There we go. So I sent Rose Knight has a little shield she throws, and it bounces off of everybody. And so I just sent it back there to keep them their own health down, because then they're spending time healing each other rather than healing the front guys that I'm killing. Then when the front guys are dead, this whole army here can just run up and kill the main ones, and then run up and catch up and kill the healers who are not very strong. Now this one is probably going to involve a lot of stunning. I want to keep them locked up as much as humanly possible. Anytime they stop and let go, I'm just going to aim for them again and keep them stunned. Keep them stunned. Kind of name of the game here. I'm not sure what she does. Looks like, I'm not sure if that's a stun technique or not. But I'm definitely going to watch the healers back here and either keep them stunned or kill them as quick as possible. So when I aim, I'm going to try and aim back here and get them killed, because they're going to keep this guy alive. So my goal, the name of the game, is kill the healers and keep everyone stunned. Boom. Just like that. So that was a pretty easy challenge overall. Some challenges are really, really hard to get through. And especially if you're a free-to-play player, then you're going to need to be very patient and go through the challenge again and again and again until you get it perfect with the available heroes that you have at that time. So that was challenge 6. Let's go on to challenge 7. And I like to just stick with a basic group until I realize if they're dying super easy, then I'm going to change that group up. These guys are different. I don't know what they do. They don't heal, so I'm not as worried about that, but I'm just watching my health and see how strong everybody is in the back. And again, I don't use these specials unless I absolutely have to down here. I like to save them up until the next round. If my health is full and everything like that, then I'm not going to waste anything. Here, I am going to stun everybody. I don't like when they come back here on this side and then they have him up here on this side. So, because then my petite devil dies a little bit quickly for my taste. I'm watching health here. She's going down, but she's healing people as she does. And everybody died here fairly easy too. So just going to keep those specials for round 3, which is always going to be much more challenging than rounds 1 and 2. Okay, one of the keys here, if I'm not mistaken, is really keeping him stunned. So I'm going to focus on him and let everybody else just focus on those guys. And the reason is that if I don't keep him stunned, I believe he heals himself. Yep, see that? He heals himself every single time. Every single time that he hits you, every time he gets a hit on you, he heals himself. And it's extremely annoying. So you wait for him to get unstunned and then stun him again. And then wait for him to get unstunned and stun him again. I don't think Dream Witch does much. Man, I don't want him to get a chance to recover. Because if I do, he'll just fill up that life so fast. Boom, got him. Okay, So that's the key there. Every time he hits you, his life's going to fill right back up, and it's so annoying. But if you can keep stunners in your group, and there are free to play heroes that will stun, and we'll want those heroes when we circle back around in that. Now let's jump into stage 8. And again, I just kind of stick with the same people until I realize that I can't do that anymore, and then I switch up my heroes. So let's see what these guys have in store for us. These back guys are going to cause damage to my front guy a lot, these range type of cannons. So sometimes you really want to watch your health in this part. Again, in stage 1 and stage 2, you're almost always going to be able to get through this without any help. It's usually stage or round 3 of any stage, I should say. Round 1, round 2, and it's usually round 3 of any stage that becomes more of a challenge. So if I happen to fail in those, that's what I'll jump to and show you how I ended up getting through that particular round, because the rest of them are simple. And you have to watch this timer. Every round has a timer, and if you're not done killing the monsters by the time that this timer ticks down in this particular round, you're going to lose. But it's not overall. The timer starts over again for each round. So let's kill some of these guys. I'm going to freeze them. And I'm just using some specials now, even though I don't have to necessarily yet. I'm using them to help speed up this particular round. And, you know, it's going to build back up. And then once these front guys are dead, I won't use any of these specials. But you can see that the health is staying up. A lot of it is thanks to Rose Knight here. If you're a free-to-play player, you'll eventually be able to get her, even though you won't have her in the beginning. If you're a pay-to-play player, it's the very first thing that they give you, and you can get her up to purple after you get all of her medals. Now, it doesn't matter in these limited challenges, but okay, so this guy also needs to be stunned a whole bunch. So he needs to be locked up, he needs to be stunned, and if not, he's going to cause damage. So I'm just going to keep on hitting him with things like Rose Knight and with Petite Devil and with Witch Doll anytime I can, and that should lock them up. If I see health getting low, that's when I'm going to use Prima Donna. I don't want to use her too early. Let's see if I can hit these guys instead up front and get through them a little bit quicker. As soon as these other enemies are dead, I'll be able to then go and have all my heroes focus on him, and I think that'll drive this along much faster. But watch that health, because it'll sneak up on you and one of your heroes will die and it'll be all over. And then let's keep on stunning. Let's try and finish. Well, can't reach him, but don't worry, it'll bounce over and help kill him. Alright, so now it's just about killing this guy. And if we keep Prima Donna ready to go, just keep on watching their lives. And now we don't have to aim, we can just click. And I'm going to wait to use any of these until he comes off of what he was just doing. And that'll help me avoid him being able to do damage to me. So there we go. Very easy so far. Or I'm very lucky, I'm not sure which. Alright, so now all we have is stage 9, stage 10. Let's check out 9 and stick with the system. See what they have in store for us. And we'll cruise through round 1, round 2. These guys died very easily to these particular heroes, so they shouldn't last too long. But I gotta watch health. Boom, see that? All of a sudden health will just drop. So I definitely use Prima Donna, but I might save these other ones up for the next round. And I think it was this guy here. He just fell over, but he had some pretty strong hit points and a little bit of strength. So when he hit, all of a sudden all these guys drop down. something to watch for and be ready for with Prima Donna. So that's going to be it for round 1. Let's see what stage 9 round 2 has. Again, I'm going to use these to try and speed it up a bit. Not because I have to, but because I want to. And let's go ahead and lock this group of people up. Boom. She does such an amazing job of stunning. It's really fun. Now, this is Lore Weaver. This is the one that I was talking about in that pack. And she's just going to heal the group of people that surrounds her, whereas Prima Donna heals everybody. Maybe she gains her special quicker. I'm not really positive, but a lot of people like to have her in the party. Okay, so let's use that before Rose Knight dies to these two. And let's also stun them while we're trying to get the job done. And let these two build up a little bit before the next round. But we'll keep the rest of them ready to go. Plus, when we hit that arrow, we do get these specials and health to build up a little. Bink. Alright, so right away, I'm going to get as many people as I can in this, and obviously I'm going to get the Terror Thorn. That's going to be one of the monsters that you battle on the map. And I'm just going to pay attention to health because that's going to, it's going to drive down fast. So I want to heal with one and then the other and then keep them stunned otherwise. So I'm just going to keep that whole method rolling along here. Keep them stunned and use one healer, then the other healer, one healer, then the other healer. So she's getting low. Whew. That was a little bit too close for my comfort, what I would prefer. But, I didn't do it in time. I was trying to grab. So, I'll go ahead and come back and I'll finish up round 3 and show you how I ended up doing that. Alright, here we go. So, round 3. I'm going to start out with a solid stun, let my heroes get a little bit closer because Witch Doll can do more when she gets up close. So I think Terror Thorn is going to poison some of my people, and I think that's what got me in the last time I was in this round. But it sneaks up quick. All of a sudden your health will just be gone and you're like, man, what happened? Well, it could also be these guys. These guys are sending constant hits, so I might also just be falling victim to the fact that they suddenly get me. And I'm just going to use the heal a little bit early to make sure that I have a lot of life. And hopefully I'm not making a mistake by doing it too soon. But I'm just going to keep on stunning and keep on healing anywhere that I can humanly. Ooh, that was a close one. She almost died. And now I can just focus on the Terror Thorn. I don't know what's getting me. Oh, we're poisoned. Yeah, I was right. So you just got to really just keep on healing and keep on slamming this Terror Thorn until you get him. Because he's poisoning everybody and it's sucking down that life so quick. So you definitely want to, in that round, keep them stunned and then just heal. You see their life drop below a quarter of their life, heal them. And that'll help you finish up that round. So challenge 10, or stage 10 of the limited challenge, you're going to end up fighting this guy here. And he is not susceptible to his name's Phantom, the Phantom Knight, I believe. And he, Phantom Knight, there you go. He is not susceptible to stuns, so she's not going to stun him. Also, this Pyre of Ruin, this guy is going to grant Phantom Knight immunity from all damage, take it down to defeat the Lord of Darkness. So in order to get to the Phantom Knight, you're going to have to take down this Pyrus guy, and it's not necessarily easy if you're trying to use a stunner group. So instead of using those stunners, I'm going to keep my healer, and I'm going to keep Rose Knight, because I want them both healing my party as we go. Otherwise, I'm just going to die. And then I'm going to switch over, and I'm going to use somebody that has a little more kick to their punch. And who that is, I'm going to try it with, let's see, let's go with her. She's an interesting, powerful person that might be able to help take down that Pyrus a little bit quicker. So let's go through this all again. Round one, we're going to see how she does on attacking all these people. And when we get to round three, I'm going to try and have all their specials readily available so I can really just go through and knock them for a loop. But during round one, I'm just going to speed this up, get through it, and then round two, I'll probably use a couple of them here in the beginning, but then toward the end, I'll let it all build up. And Dark Follower, this guy here, he's pretty strong. He will do a lot of damage to everybody. And especially in round three, he'll be useful for killing those Pyruses. So I'm just going to watch her health, make sure she's good to go. And I may not do anything else at this point. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and let their specials build up as much as possible for the final round. And that should get me able to kill the Pyrus before they cause me trouble. And in the beginning, there is no Pyrus, so it looks like I might be able to do some damage to him. Yeah, I can do some good little damage right away before he starts calling up his goonies to come and protect him. There's one now. So I'm going to stun the guys in the back, even though I can't do anything in the front, and then I'm just going to try and kill this Pyrus guy as fast as humanly possible. And Dark Follower will help finish him off. Boom. Now I can actually do damage to him. And now I'm going to save up. Ooh, need to heal. Alright, so now that I've saved up, I'm going to go over here and I'm just going to multiply my attack as much as I can onto the Pyrus. That way, the rest of the time, we're just taking down that damage here, taking down that damage as much as possible. And then reinforcements will arrive and they'll come and give him a nice little shield. And I'm going to have to kill them. Ooh, she's getting so low on her health, it's scary. I'm often not sure I'm going to make it in time. Alright. So I think I should be able to do it this time. Again, I'm going to save her energy for when enemy reinforcements arrive and just keep on healing, keep on healing. Let's kill this guy. Kill him. Get him. Alright. And that should finish that Pyrus off. And hopefully I'll have enough time here to finish off the Phantom before time runs out. And it's going to be a close call. Alright, so she does a lot of damage to him. Oof. I don't know if I'm going to get it done still. Might have to be the perfect round in order to achieve what I want to achieve. Will it be done in 4 seconds? Can I do it? I can. I did it. And it's just barely. So that's going to be how you get through round 3 of stage 10, or all of stage 10 of this limited challenge. And what that did for me is it gave me all these witch doll medals. What's cool is even if you get through only a couple of the challenges, you're still going to get these medals here. And the next time that she's here, which is few and far between, but the next time she's here, then you already have a few medals built up. And I got 10 in this case. I used to only have 11. You have to purchase packs to get her, obviously. But that's just how you're going to do it, essentially, with your paid heroes, if you have the same paid heroes that I do, at least. And if not, you should still be able to take the concepts that I gave you and go use them with the heroes that you do have. So a little bit more challenging now is going through with free heroes and kind of uncovering which ones that you need for the free event. This video is already at 40 minutes, so, or, you know, once I edit it a little bit less than that, but I'm going to go ahead and end the video. I'm going to do all the challenges on for free heroes on a separate video, and I will see you on that one.